What's going on, guys? We are officially at episode 2 of Fire Force Season 2, and it was a pretty damn good episode. It was really dope, and there are two things that completely surprised me in this episode. The first thing, the older guy with the scratches on his face, I forgot his name, I'm sorry. He was kind of foreshadowed in the last season in the ADOLLA Link compilation scenes, and he looked like really creepy, really badass. I mean, he is badass, don't get me wrong, but I was not expecting him to be horny for Shinra like that. I mean, he was getting off to getting kicked by Shinra. The first things he said was like, "Will you please burn me? I have to feel some more of that ADOLLA goodness." Like, it was really refreshing, man, because I thought he was going to be another, like, just badass old man who was just all dark, and that's the vibe I got from the scenes that we've seen of him before this episode. So that's hilarious, man. I really like his character. And the second thing that caught me off guard is motherfucking Arthur. I mean, Shinra did the whole finger thing. I mean, and what? Arthur kept up with Shinra and even countered most of his moves. Like, I was like, okay, so I know that Arthur and Shinra are kind of like parallel and they were equals at some point, but I thought after my boy Shinra got his finger technique that, Arthur couldn't keep up with him. Granted, he was being possessed, so maybe he wasn't 100% in control of it. And I don't know if he used the whole light speed thing. Like, I don't think he went that fast, but still, I was not expecting my boy Arthur to counter Shinra so much with those punches and kicks and that headbutt. Like, Arthur was pretty goddamn badass in this episode, and I've always liked his character, and it just, I love the concept that the more he imagines himself being a knight, and like the more grand the scenario in his head, the stronger he is. Like, I can't wait until there's a point where him and like the rest of the gang are like he sees them as fellow knights, and it's like a big war. He's gonna go all out, man. But that was really cool, and we got a really good look into his past, about where he gets his imagination from. It was actually really sad, and I really hope we get into what happened to his parents. But I love how his dad was like in this, he was really taking a nap, but of course he's going to say this to his child to give his child, something to imagine about how the inside of the hat was stars or whatever. And I really love the scene where we got Arthur seeing inside the hat, and it was a kingdom with soldiers, and he looked at, I think it was one small fish, and it was like a full course meal to him. That is really touching, man. And I really appreciate that flashback of Arthur, and it just, especially the fish scene, seeing it as a whole meal, it just kind of shows me that Arthur really appreciates what he has, even if it's not that much. And if you think about it, that's all he's been doing. Like, especially with the horse in last season, like he took an actual stick horse head thing and made it seem like a whole stallion. Like, I really love Arthur's character. The more he imagines, the stronger he is, and I really love that concept. But Shinra going crazy, being possessed by that pillar chick, was very, like, I can't even explain how it made me feel. Like, he was so creepy looking, it gave me chills. It kind of weirded me out, but it was awesome looking. Like, I really love the artistic choices this anime makes. I love the designs, the ADOLLA Link world, how Shinra was looking when he was possessed. I love the abstract faces and the smiles, and everything about this anime and its design is amazing to me. And I get so many chills watching those ADOLLA Link episodes, and especially in this one, it was really cool. And the birth of a new ADOLLA burst character. I'm assuming it's the chick with the pink hair that we see in the opening. I kind of skimmed over the preview to the next episode. I saw what was going on, but I didn't read the subtitles because I was doing something else at the same time. But I'm really interested to see where this series is going to go in this season. It looks really dope, and I really hope Shinra gets some closure about the thing with his mother. We're obviously going to get some stuff from Captain Burns. I believe in the opening, yeah, we see a lot from Captain Burns in the opening, and Joker. there's a lot to look forward to. But this was a really, really good episode. Like I said, the older guy with the scratches on his face, his character was a lot different than I thought he'd be. But I really, really like it. He's hilarious. And oops, I dropped my phone. But yeah, he's different than I thought he'd be, and I'm really loving almost every character. And we got the black guy with the dreads, the one who apparently is going to have a fire skateboard at some point. He looks really cool, and I think he's the one that threw those fire spears, so I'm interested to see exactly what his techniques consist of. But as of this episode, he couldn't keep up with Shinra, man. And the guy with the whistling, like there's a lot of, like, I really love the balance in Fire Force of comedy and badass epic moments. Like the fight between Shinra and Arthur was epic, but it was funny too because this man is literally seeing this old man's face on a sword, but he's giving Shinra the works. I mean, he's countering a blink of the eye, like on your ass like that, Shinra with headbutts. I mean, Arthur is a hilarious character, but it's badass, like you cannot argue. And I really like that in this series. There are badass moments, there are funny moments, and they can even be done at the same time, and it's really well done in this show. So I really appreciate this episode. I can't wait to see what goes on next. And if I had to rate this episode, I'll probably give it a 9 out of 10, a little closer to 10 out of 10, because it's exactly what I love in Fire Force. The animation was great. You know how I love my ADOLLA Link scenes. The humor was definitely there. It was just a really well done episode, and it was over too fast for me. Like, it didn't even feel like I sat here for 20 minutes watching this. It was a really dope episode. But yeah, thumbs up for Fire Force, guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week for a Fire Force review. Again, for episode 3, I'm not missing one because I love this series. Tomorrow, I'm definitely going to check out Sword Art Online, and I have a few other videos I have planned, discussion videos that I want your guys' opinion on, and some theories that I have for the future of a few anime that I haven't really talked about yet. But tell me what you guys think about this episode. Thumbs up for my boy Arthur, bruh, with just headbutting the crap out of my boy Shinra, and that knee to the face, that self knee to the face, it was unexpected. I knew Shinra was going to do something because it was like a build up to that point, but I wasn't expecting him to knee himself in the face. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that. But tell me what you guys think. This has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.